weekly program about important issues and events in the two Virginias.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this edition of In Focus. I'm your host, Melinda Zosh. Right now, we are going to talk about an upcoming event in Wytheville, Virginia. It's called W.Va Festival. So W.Va stands for Bluegrass, Art, Bourbon, and Ale. Joining me in the studio to share more information is Grant Gerlich. He's the Director of Museums for the town of Wytheville. Grant, it's so great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, excited to share information with our viewers about the W.Va Festival. It's coming up Saturday, June 3rd from noon to 5 at the Willowbrook Jackson Umberger Homestead. And that's also just newly open to the public.
Yes, yes.
So let's talk about the details and what folks can expect.
Well, what they can expect is a good time. The homestead has been a work in progress for 20 years. Now it's finally open. We have a decorative arts museum there, but we have several outbuildings. And the idea came up from an art festival that we were going to do last year that didn't materialize. So we sort of picked that up, and with that we added, well, if we have some artists, maybe if we have bluegrass and arts with the arts, and then bourbon, and then ale, that might draw people there, and it might attract more artists because there'll be happy people there. Looking to buy artwork, but we'll also have blacksmithing demonstrations. We'll have children's activities. Betty Billingsley is our education person. They're going to be making paper mache bowls over balloons. And then you pop the balloon and you have a bowl. Oh,
fun.
Oh, yeah, fun stuff. So there'll be something for everybody. We're having the Blue Ridge Opry performing. They're a variety act. One of the performers is Jim Lloyd. He's a local musician that works with our Junior Appalachian Music Program. So it's a variety show, and that'll be very entertaining. That's going to be from like 1 to 4. We'll also have 3 food trucks, Cabo Fish Taco, Blackwood Barbecue, and the pizza truck from Creek Bottom Brewery.
Oh, very nice.
And in Gaelic, so they'll be coming up. Seven Dogs Brewery, Axe Handle Distillery, the Highlands Distillery, Creek Bottom. They're going to be there as well, and also Axe Handle out of Pennington Gap. So they'll all be there, and it'll be a fun time.
Right, and if someone doesn't like bourbon and ale, there's good news. There's also going to be wine.
Wine, yes, thank you. Yes, there'll be wine.
That.
Yes, there'll be wine as well. So it'll be something for everybody. Now, if you're a teetotaler, and that's fine, admission is $5, and then children 12 and under are free. But for $15, you get a wristband, and we check your ID, of course. We're doing everything according to the ABC here in Virginia, and you'll get a coupon for your choice of beer, wine, or a bourbon sample.
Oh, very nice. Okay. Now, can you purchase tickets at the door or in advance? How does that work?
Well, we've not come to that yet. I'd love to say this is our first year doing it.
Yeah.
So it's sort of it's in its infancy. We'll actually we'll fine tune things. First year is always the hardest.
Oh yeah, of course.
Once you have a template and then people see it's successful, and we hope it will be.
Yeah.
Right now we don't have any pre-sales. It'll be at the door. We'll have charge cards. We have actually these really nifty Wi-Fi charge card machines.
Oh,
that we don't need. As long as we have Wi-Fi, which we do there at the site, boom, tap, pay, and go in. And we'll also have a cash box, so if people want to pay cash, we can make change, and most of us know how to make change.
Right.
That's a lost skill. That's a lost skill. You count backwards. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. So Grant, you were saying that this is the first year of the event. It's in its infancy, so to speak. How did the idea come about to put this together?
Well, like I said, they talked about working with the Crooked Road and the Around the Mountain artisans, and they were going to do it last year, but it really was they didn't have enough time, and they only had like 4 artists signed up for it, and they were also going to have music. So I thought, well, we can do it this year.
Yeah.
I'm new. I've been here. This is my 6th month.
Okay. Well, welcome to the area and doing a great job being here and getting the word out.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
But we thought, well, maybe we should just do it this year. But why not do it with this the bluegrass, because I like bluegrass.
Yeah.
And Jim Lloyd. Yeah, I know of him because he does the programs
out of
with
Rural
Jim.
Retreat.
Yep, out of Rural Retreat. So I thought, well, bluegrass. This is the area of bluegrass, Crooked Road, bourbon.
Yeah.
You have a lot of distilleries, and that's the thing with the ABC. It's a distillery is relatively new.
Yeah.
Wineries, they've been supporting wineries for a while now,
Right.
so I think they're trying to figure out how they also want to support this industry as well. But I thought that would be kind of a neat thing, you know, bourbon and bluegrass and arts and ale, and then came up with W.Va.
Yeah, I love the sheep.
The sheep, that was done by my wife.
Oh, she did a great job.
She did it, yep, she did that logo.
So cute.
Yeah, so, and that's how it sort of came together. And I bounced it off of a couple of people, and they were like, yeah, we could do this, we could do this.
Yeah.
Bourbon, great idea, you know.
Right, bourbon, bluegrass are, right, and to have the ale there too, but also to have it at the Willowbrook Jackson Umberger Homestead.
At 1125 Tazewell Street.
Oh, good, you have the address
1125 Tazewell Street, right off of exit 70.
So, yeah, so folks can wander around, I'm sure, and take a look at what the property is.
Absolutely, yeah, and that we'll have buildings open so people can walk around. So it's you know, it's sort of a cultural event too.
Yeah.
You know, with the activities that we'll be having there, the artisans will be selling their work. So I mean, that's what bluegrass and art are the first two words, and then bourbon and ale follow after that.
Yeah.
So it's about bluegrass. It's about art, you know. So we're kind of looking forward to doing this, and it's been received very well. But you know, it was one of these things that I sort of was like, you know, vetting it. You know, well,
Yeah.
what do you think of this? And people are like, that's a good idea. Maybe you should do that. Yeah. And I'm like, well, okay. So nothing ventured, nothing gained. We nailed down the Blue Ridge Opry. That was the first thing. So we have music. Then we're like, okay, we need to find distilleries. They've been very receptive because this is new and it's something they want to promote their product, they want to promote the industry. And then the food trucks, that was sort of like, you know, but it's sort of coming together now. So yeah, we're very, I'm kind of relieved, but now I'm a little terrified.
Right, because it's approaching on the 3rd.
It's approaching, yeah, it's approaching. So, you know, we don't know what to expect. We had an Oktoberfest last year. This is before I came on board, and I believe they had almost 500 people there.
Yeah, there were a lot. I was out there at that Oktoberfest event. There were a lot of people out there. It was great music. It was just so much fun. And it's picturesque out there, too.
It is. It's a pretty sight. And now parking is going to be up at the visitor center. And then, you know, people can walk down the hill. We'll also have, we have golf carts, so we can, for those that, you know, don't want to, you know, can't walk or whatever, we can help them out. Or if people have a hard time, you know, hopefully not leaving, that they won't need a ride up the hill. Yeah, so, you know, we're working on the logistics for that too. So, you know, part of me is like, you know, I hope it's a big success, and then, you know, be careful what you wish for. It might be something, you know, it'll be a character building experience.
Right, and it is in its first year. But hey, this is open to anyone. So if you want to go out to Wytheville, this is coming up Saturday, June 3rd. Well, anyone 21 and up. So, you know, because there's bourbon and alcohol there. But like you said, you could bring the kids out.
Yeah, bring the kids 12 and under are free. And if you know, there are a lot of people that you know, don't drink alcohol, and that's fine. But you know, they can come in for $5. They'll listen to the music and see the activities going on and stroll through the different buildings at the homestead site. So there'll still be something there. But this, like I said, it's a fundraiser. The town's been working on this for 20 years, and it's getting to the point now, it's like, okay, here you are. You know, training wheels are off.
Yeah, it's open now.
Come on, you know.
So, Grant, does the money go back to help the homestead
yes,
then?
absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's and that's part of the thing. We're a nonprofit, and working with the ABC for the licensing we have to have. It's a special banquet permit, and it's for nonprofit, and the profits have to go back into the institution. And we do educational programs, which I mentioned to you earlier. We have May Day with all the second graders from Worth County come out. We had Pulaski come out last Friday. My wife is visiting from town. We actually had her help put in you know, a costume and make rag dolls for kids. So we do a lot of educational programs as well, and a lot of outreach. We go to schools and you know, all the Worth County, and that's one of the things we do, and other counties as well.
Great. Well, Grant, I want to thank you for being here and sharing information with our viewers about the W.Va Festival. Again, it's bluegrass, art, bourbon, and ale coming up Saturday, June 3rd from noon to 5 at the Willowbrook Jackson Umberger Homestead.
Absolutely.
That's in Wytheville. Parking at Wytheville Visitor Center, 975 Tazewell Street. Admission $15, adults 21 and up. Kids 12 and under are free. General admission, no wristband. If you just want to come hang out, that'll be $5 for adults. So thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. We look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yeah.
Please come on out.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to this edition of In Focus, everyone. This morning we are talking about the Road to the Old Town Revival event coming to Tazewell very, very soon. Joining me now in the studio to share more information are Adam Colborn. You probably saw him here last year. So Adam, it's great to have you back.
Thanks for having me back.
And also Tyler Dunmeyer with Cole Harley-Davidson. So Tyler, thanks for coming back as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's awesome.
Hey, so the clock is ticking until this year's event. This will be the second time the OTR event is happening in Tazewell. Adam, what can folks expect?
They can expect another good weekend of great fun. You know, this is year 2. We're happy to be back. We're happy the town is welcoming us back. This is going to be a 3-day weekend of motorcycle stunt shows, live music, BMX stunt shows, DJing going on, event MCing going on, vendors, food trucks. I mean, a little bit of everything for families, friends, kids of all ages. You know, our goal is to pack Main Street down Tazewell, pack it full of eye candy, 2 wheels, 4 wheels, everything in between. Custom motorcycles, vintage motorcycles, hot rods, classic cars, cool trucks. This is an event for everyone. You know, whether you like 2 wheels, 4 wheels, this is about bringing the community together and having you know, 3 days worth of fun and living it up, you know?
Right, exactly. And last year the event was in July, so this year it's coming up in June. So let's talk about what the dates are.
Yeah, so this year June 9th, 10th, and 11th. Last year we were towards the end of July. We experienced, you know, hotter weather last year, and some rain came in on us, so we kind of all got together collectively between, you know, our team, Tyler and his team at Cole Harley-Davidson and the town folks, and we thought let's move it up a month, you know, and let's try to find some more of that milder weather, maybe not so much as rain, and that's what we're going for and hoping for this year.
Yeah, we're hoping for some excellent weather for folks to get out. Again, this is going to be a great event in Tazewell. So many people expected. And Tyler, let's talk about Cole Harley-Davidson's involvement now for the 2nd year.
Yeah, so it's actually 3 of our locations: Cole Harley-Davidson, Black Bear Harley-Davidson, and Black Wolf Harley-Davidson, kind of that triangle area. And you know, these guys do such a good job on planning the events and getting the cool stunts and the music, everything you can think of, that we just kind of provide the local relationships we have with our riders, and it's just a perfect partnership. Seems like
Why do you guys think it's important to have an event like this right in Tazewell in Southwest Virginia?
Man, 1,000 reasons, but the main one is there's just nothing like this anywhere close to here. We all know that this is the best area of riding in probably the country, but to have a spot and an event to where we can all just get together and have some fun and keep building those relationships, and it's not just people from this area. There were people from, you know, all over. So it's a melting pot of riders.
Right, and Adam, you're actually from the North Carolina area. You have businesses down there, Lake Norman area. So let's talk about how you got involved with this up here in Virginia.
Yeah, so we have a custom motorcycle shop in North Carolina, north of Charlotte. And we started the Old Town Revival as our signature event series tied to our shop. And we thought it was a great way to introduce our brand, our company, and the motorcycles we build. And we're like, that's a great way to introduce our company into the community and bring the community together. And so in 2019, we put on our first Old Town Revival event. And it drew thousands and thousands of people, and then all of a sudden the group that started the Back of the Dragon, a majority of the investment group that started the Back of the Dragon are from Charlotte and living around that area, and they happened to come to one of our OTR events a couple years ago, and here we are. They saw what we put on and what they were a part of. Back of the Dragon was what had a presence at our event, and they were like, guys, what can we do to help bring something like this to the town of Tazewell? And here we are, year 2, and we're hoping that we can grow this year after year. And we really want to turn this into something great and big and something fun that the community and the surrounding markets can really look forward to every year.
So let's chat a little bit about what folks can expect over those 3 days. We talked a little bit about it. It's going to be so much fun, lots of bikes and different entertainment, music. So what can folks expect Friday, Saturday, and Sunday coming up?
So Tyler and his team, Friday is, you know, we're gonna kick off it's the Cole Harley kickoff party. So it'll be the Jared Stout Band is going to be our headlining act on Friday. So with the Cole Harley kickoff party, there's going to be Harley-Davidson stunt shows going on throughout the day on Friday. That it culminates with the Jared Stout Band Friday night. And then Saturday, we start the day with a police escorted cruise down Main Street that you know, the goal is to blanket the entire Main Street with motorcycles, hot rods, classic cars, and trucks. So that starts at 10 a.m. The rally point for that police escorted cruise is going to be at the old Ramey lot in the 9 a.m. hour, and then, you know, police escort wheels up at 10 a.m. And so the Main Street, the police escorted parade will land on Main Street probably 10:30 or so. And then from then on, it's, you know, about every hour on the hour, there's going to be more motorcycle stunt shows, BMX stunt shows, jumping over cars, just doing a bunch of cool things for the kids. And then constant DJ music throughout the day, more live music. And then Sunday morning, Cole and Black Wolf and Black Bear Harley are putting on a bit of a breakfast ride. So we'll have like a breakfast food truck out Sunday morning. And they're going to have a cool breakfast ride component of this as well to kind of wrap out the weekend.
Well, this is great. And Tyler, this is a big deal to have something like this of this magnitude right in Tazewell. So what do you think it means to have an event like this available to local folks and people from around the region who just want to come enjoy it?
It means a lot. I think, like we had talked about before, just the relationship building and the different people that are involved, but also with us being involved, we do a lot of last year of, you know, if anybody has any issues with motorcycle or need to do anything with those, we have truck and trailer going back and forth for our, you know, our certified technicians that can help make sure that people are only having fun, and we can help take care of the small setbacks that they might have. So it's pretty cool. I mean, on-site, off-site. We're also bringing things like, you know, we hadn't mentioned it, but it's not just for those. It's for anyone. One of the things that we did last year that was a blast was we brought the Jump Start with a motorcycle on it, and people learned how to ride that had never been on a motorcycle. So just fun stuff like that, on top of all this stuff that these guys have set up too.
Do the events cost anything, or what would cost something like maybe food or something?
Yeah, I mean, thanks to Tyler and his team. I mean, we couldn't do an event like this and put it on free to the community without, you know, a major title sponsor stepping up and helping us, and obviously the town of Tazewell and everybody, you know, in the town that's allowing us to do this. You know, thanks to all you kind of folks that are allowing us to and believing in us to do this. So yeah, it's a free event. So, you know, yeah, food expense, beverage expense, you know, and then your merchandise kind of expense. That's it.
Well, that's great that it's free and, like you guys said, a family-friendly event.
Yeah.
Where do you picture this going a couple years down the road, Adam? If you could look, say, maybe 5 years from now, where do you hope that this event goes?
Our plan, you know, and Tyler's plan too, is you think about the bike rallies that are out there that have been going on for 80-some years, and, you know, it's the Sturgis, the Daytonas, the Myrtle Beach Bike Week kind of things. We want to create this as our own mini Sturgis, mini Myrtle Beach, mini Daytona, and we want to have Cabot's Creek absolutely packed out with camping. We want to have Tazewell Fairgrounds absolutely packed out with camping. You know, Sunnyside, the new Sunnyside apartment that's getting ready to, you know, open up near back of the Dragon. You know, that's going to offer a bunch of new beds, Airbnbs around this area. You know, we just want this event to continue to grow and help and bring impactful, you know, positive energy to the town and help with the overall growth. And you know, in 5 years, I hope that the entire Main Street is absolutely slammed with vendors and sponsors, and that's kind of my hope for it.
Yeah, for sure. I think we touched on it a little bit, but the camping aspect of it, I think maybe the local community is like, oh, okay, guys, Sturgis, we don't have enough hotels for that. But most of the people, I mean, some of the best times that we had was where we camped up there last year on the weekend, and there were campers, I mean, everywhere with motorcycles. And that's the really cool part, is that it's not that you need all these hotels and places to stay, even though there are some, you know, the Airbnbs. It's the camping aspect that came with it was a lot cooler than I thought it was actually going to be. So.
And this community, you know, the motorcycle hot rod community, you meet somebody for the first time and you feel like you've known them forever. And that's really what's also cool about this, is really bringing the community together, you know.
And making new friends.
That's right, that's right.
Well, cool. Well, we have to take a quick break, but we'll have much more about OTR and Tazewell coming up after this. Welcome back to this edition of In Focus, everyone. This morning we're talking about a fun and exciting event coming up, in Tazewell. It's the Old Town Revival. Joining me in the studio, Dick Seidenspinner, also known as Spinner. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
And Paul Morris. So, guys, thanks for being here. This is going to be such a fun event.
Thanks for having us.
So, Paul, I'll start with you. So you're involved with Foundation Moto.
Yep.
Let's talk about what you do and what folks can expect with the motorcycles and such at the event.
So on the Foundation Moto front, I do everything hand fabrication that comes out of the shop. So every creation is comes out of my brain and
Neat.
comes out of the shop doors. As far as like what you might see at this OTR event, you know, there will definitely be a massive presence of some Harleys, new and old. You know, there's going to be Triumphs there. There's going to be, you know, sport bikes there. And, you know, the range, we really promote ride 'em or drive 'em. So with that slogan, it's 2 wheels or 4 wheels. So we want to, in our events, we want to collaborate the motorcycles with, you know, the hot rods and just anything that's a cool, you know, cool in motor world. So, you know, we might have a Lamborghini to a 34 Ford, or maybe even a monster truck.
Ooh,
So,
cool.
you know, there's a wide
Inside
range of
cars.
what's
Inside cars, 3-wheelers.
correct.
We had a number of those
Three-wheelers,
last
too.
year.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. So you just don't know. You're going to go up there and be like, well, might see a monster truck, might see, you know, a 3-wheeler. It's going to be exciting.
Wide variety.
So, Spinner, let's talk about people can gather up at some of the dealerships and then ride together to group to Tazewell. So let's talk about that and then the parade.
Correct. On the 3 dealerships, coal dealerships, what they will do is rally in the morning on Saturday, and then we will gather around 9 o'clock, between 9 and 9:30 at the abandoned Ramey dealership outside of town on the Fincastle Parkway, I think is what it's called, Fincastle. But we had about 350 vehicles there last year of all shapes, forms, and fashions, and we expect to at least double that this year. We have a great group of people coming from outside of town, coming into the event. And what we didn't do last year is come straight down Main Street. We ended up, after we came past the, if you will, one end of Main Street into where we parked and had all the static displays. This year we will come roaring down Main Street and full force, and very proud of that. It's not going to be, it'll be a police escorted parade, so it won't be totally out of control. But we're really excited about the parade on Saturday. And everything kicks off on Friday. We mentioned that earlier. It kicks off on Friday. Saturday, the parade happens, starts at 10, comes into Main Street. About 15 to 20 minutes later, again, police escorted. And then we will have a rollout on Sunday morning. We'll be done with the event by lunchtime, but we'll gather at the Welcome Center, back at the Dragon Welcome Center, Sunday morning.
Well, this is just so fantastic, and it takes a lot of work to put together an event like this. Again, this is happening for the 2nd year now, so I know there's some individuals who have been really involved. Let's go ahead and talk about their involvement and what they've done to make this happen.
From the town side, we've had a great deal of assistance and direction and support from Town Hall. Todd Day and his group, Donnie Pruitt, starting with Michael Hoops, the mayor, has totally given us great support. Virginia's for Lovers, tourism side of that has been very supportive for many different things that we have been doing there. The state level, the city level, and the county level, very supportive. And from the title sponsor standpoint, we couldn't do it without Cole Harley-Davidson. We've got to have them to do what we do and make everybody proud of our efforts, and we're very proud to have them on board with us this year, again this year.
Yeah, it takes a lot of work to make an event of this magnitude happen. About how many people are we thinking might show up this year, and from what states are you finding out that they're interested in coming into Tazewell from?
We found out last year we do an event in North Carolina in the Lake Norman area, and it's predominantly folks in the Charlotte market in that area. Here, they're from all over the U.S. and outside of the United States. We found that. So the predominant market is probably within 80 to 100-mile radius of Tazewell. But outside of that, it was just great talking to people from all over the country that are riding the Dragon, enjoying themselves, found out about our event, came in, dug in, hung out for a couple of days, and we all had a great time.
Maybe some folks from Canada coming down. How about that?
Totally.
Yeah, cool. We have about 30 seconds left. Concluding thoughts from each of you, Paul.
No, we just want to put on a great show and you know, have a great day where, you know, the community comes together and you know, again, big reminder that it is welcome for all ages, you know, small and big. So we just want to have a nice event and have a good day.
Great. And Spinner, we have about 20 seconds left. Concluding thoughts.
Visit the Cole Harley-Davidson website, the social media on the Cole Harley-Davidson side, the Foundation Moto side, the OTR side. You'll get all the information you need. Go to Back of the Dragon. You'll see what all we're doing. Follow us socially. We're going to let you know where to have the best fun in town. Great.
Thank you, guys. And also shout out to Tyler and Adam for coming in and sharing more information. So go ahead and check it out, the OTR event coming up in Tazewell. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Have
much.
a great day, everyone.